The HOA fenced off my construction site overnight and claimed the land had always belonged to the neighborhood. They stopped every contractor from entering and demanded I surrender the property. Then an 80-year-old deed hidden inside a courthouse archive completely changed the outcome. Long story. After purchasing a vacant parcel to build a custom home for my growing family, I expected the biggest challenges would involve weather delays and rising construction costs. Instead, my greatest obstacle became the neighborhood HOA. The lot had remained empty for decades because previous owners simply held it as an investment. Every county record clearly listed the parcel under private ownership, and title insurance confirmed there were no disputes. Construction began smoothly until one Monday morning when my contractor called saying someone had installed chain-link fencing around the entire site. Large signs declared the property to be protected HOA common space, warning contractors that trespassers would be prosecuted. Heavy equipment sat trapped inside while workers waited outside the locked gates. The HOA president insisted the lot had mistakenly appeared on county tax maps for years but actually belonged to the community since the original subdivision was created. She even presented what appeared to be old neighborhood maps supporting her claim. Because construction stopped, every delay cost me thousands of dollars. Equipment rentals continued, subcontractors charged standby fees, and material deliveries had to be postponed. My attorney immediately filed for emergency relief while title specialists dug through historical archives. Days later, an elderly courthouse employee called with exciting news. She had located handwritten subdivision documents recorded more than 80 years earlier, including the original developer's personal notes and signed deeds. Those records clearly showed the disputed parcel had intentionally been excluded from HOA ownership because the developer planned to build his own family residence there. Although he never completed the house, every later transfer correctly described the land as private property. Someone had simply omitted that exception when creating modern HOA maps decades afterward. During court proceedings, experts compared the archived deeds with the HOA's documents. Several pages presented by the HOA contained altered boundary descriptions using different typefaces and newer ink. Forensic examiners concluded the maps had been modified long after their supposed creation. The judge wasted little time restoring my immediate access to the property while ordering an investigation into possible document fraud. Contractors returned the next morning, cutting away the HOA fencing under sheriff supervision. News of the hearing spread rapidly through the neighborhood. Homeowners began questioning other decisions the board had made involving easements, landscaping, and common areas. Independent audits uncovered numerous inaccurate property records affecting multiple families. The HOA ultimately paid substantial damages covering construction delays, legal expenses, and lost contracts caused by their wrongful interference. Elections brought entirely new leadership focused on transparency instead of intimidation. A year later, my completed home stood proudly on the very land the HOA once insisted never belonged to me. During the housewarming celebration, the elderly courthouse employee who found the forgotten deed attended as our guest of honor. Everyone agreed that without her determination to search dusty archives, one faded document might never have protected an entire family's future.